The McElroy brothers are not experts, and their advice should never be followed. Travis insists he's a sexpert, but if there's a degree on his wall, I haven't seen it. Also, this show isn't for kids, which I mention only so the babies out there will know how cool they are for listening. What's up, you cool baby?
1, 2, 3, 4. It's the start of something beautiful. A small acquaintance has blossomed, it's ripened into a precious friendship. I could have never seen what was coming for me. Hangs at the skate park, hangs by the beach. My life, it feels like it's better with you. My life, it's better with you. This is true, it's better with two. My life, it's better with you.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to My Brother and Me, an advice show for the modern era. I'm your oldest brother, Justin McElroy.
What up, Trav Nation? I'm your middleest brother, Woof Woof, Big Dog, Travis McElroy.
Good morning, Trav Nation. Thanks for coming here. Thanks for
join
assembling.
us on a somber occasion.
Your sweet baby brother, Griffin McElroy.
Guys, I don't know how to tell you this.
What's wrong, Trav?
Joey Chestnut has been...
Oh, I know.
He's been...
Is he okay?
He's fine. He's
Griffin,
he's physically
He's
probably
definitely physically not fine.
I want to be so clear about that. There's no way he's fine.
My man is more nitrate than man at this point. He's not all right.
He has been banned from the Nathan's hot dog eating competition.
I hope for a funny reason, not for a not funny reason.
Don't worry, it is.
Because he made a
It's
deal to
really
be represented by a different hot dog brand, Griffin. The brand being Impossible Foods.
Oh, Joseph.
Are these not dogs?
Yes.
Impossible Foods. Okay.
These are
all
the
right.
meatless meats, hot
Joey's
dogs.
repping cats. Joey's out here repping cats.
Not dogs.
He's saying, not dogs. He loves cats now.
And so Nathan's.
That's what I call fake hot dog.
Yeah.
Right. They're good.
Nathan's, who has sponsored the hot dog eating contest for as long as I know, all of the time, was
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, you're out, Joey Chestnut.
Because he took a sponsorship from Impossible Foods,
Instead of Nathan's.
Was he gonna was he gonna be doing his wet eating thing and then on stage be like, if only these were Impossible Meats hot dog? Like, why did he? It's just that they're standing on principle.
What less reliable narrator? Sorry, excuse me. What less reliable narrator could you have for your Impossible Meats brand than the Vortex?
Yeah.
You know that he doesn't prefer. I mean, you know clearly, who's like, I love these Impossible dogs. No, if I could just shimmy down 64 regular boys, I could get right back to eat. After a long day of eating real meat hot dogs, I reach for
a cool one. A nice, relaxing hot dog. Now, listen.
Sometimes you just want a cold one straight out of the fridge.
One you don't have to work for. You know what I mean? These are my off-court buddies. Impossible Foods
He
hot dogs.
slices them up like sushi.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Eats them with a toothpick. He loves it. Okay, so according to my sources, Nathan's didn't want to kick him out. Of course not. This is their prize stallion.
It's Hot Dog Man.
Yeah. And so they said, will you be in it if we don't mention hot dog brands? And I'm just going to stop right there for a second. Remember, the event is sponsored by a hot dog brand.
Yeah, this would be hard.
So the sacrifice they were willing to make to allow this to happen would be if the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade was like, this year, it's just the Thanksgiving Day Parade. Will you be in it now?
Santa Claus has a deal at Target.
Yeah.
Is basically what we're dealing with.
And he was like, nope, gotta pitch Impossible Foods while I'm there. And
I love
they said,
that.
okay, then no.
That's what you pay for, right? Do
To
you
not-
think?
but
I
then-
guarantee this isn't what Impossible Foods was hoping for.
No,
huh?
probably
this can't
not.
be the outcome. They definitely wanted him to wear that, and they knew they were being stinkers. Just because there's no meat in there doesn't mean there's no sausage on the bun. You know what I mean? They knew what they were doing.
Okay, guys, how much do you think Joseph Christian Chestnut
Yeah.
was paid to appear in the Nathan's Hot Dog Contest last year.
Wait, a paid to appear in the
Paid
contest?
to appear
Just
in
to
the,
participate.
just to participate.
$1,500.
I would say, I was going to say $10,000.
200,000 American dollars.
Hey, Travis, no one eats hot dogs fast like him. Like, yeah, that's what, when you pay a man to eat hot dogs on TV for you, you're not paying
He feeds
him.
for a day. But
You're
if you
not paying
teach a
him-
man to get paid to eat hot dogs on TV, you
Yeah.
feed a man for life.
You're not paying him for the 64 hot dogs he's eating on the TV show. You're paying him for the 400,000 hot dogs he's eaten to get that good.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's right. Oh, that's deep, Griffin. Outliers.
See, I thought, yeah, man, 10,000 hot dogs. I thought you were going to say, Griffin, you're not paying him for the 64 hot dogs he's eating on TV. You're paying him for the millions of hot dogs that children aspiring to be the next Joey Chestnut
Yeah.
eat watching him do it. And that would also
You're-
apply.
You're not paying him for the 64 hot dogs that he eats. You're paying him for the many, many hundreds of hot dogs he eats after the competition to help them clean up.
Yeah.
Like Pac-Man.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever's left.
It must be stressed. Joey Chestnut's bottleneck right now is not a capacity issue. My man has capacity to spare. It is a time to shove
Yeah.
ratio. It's how quickly he can shove these dogs down. 64 is the most a human being can do. Right?
Yeah, he's definitely thought about getting some kind of surgery that allows him to at will unhinge his jaw like a python, right?
Well, he did undergo Goro surgery and
Right.
got
Yeah.
2 additional arms attached to his body.
and they allowed that.
Yeah, they allowed that.
What if next year they're like, 2 big announcements in Nathan's this year. 1, Joey's back. 2, this year it can go up the butt. Up the butt will count.
We don't expect that to be a huge, like, we're not expecting that to be like now he's in triple digits, but
But
it's
not
going to have an
gonna be a
impact.
As it turns out, with the 2 extra arms and the sort of omni-directional hot dog claws,
Yes.
anything is possible.
All of his wins from this point on will have an asterisk next to them, which is of course typography's asshole.
That's
so
true.
it's a really easy reminder.
Now, here, let me tell you, one, according to a source, he was offered $1.2 million spread out over a 4-year contract. So $300,000 a year.
For the impossible.
If I'm pounding hundreds of hot dogs a year, I'm gonna need all the money up front. Honestly,
Yeah.
Amortize is not gonna cut it for me,
I'm
dog.
going to need something in writing that says my survivors continue to get that money.
Exactly.
I want to spend the survivors. Joey Chestnut can't have a family. You can't love that man. He's a feeling,
And he can love nothing but eating hot dogs, or he can't do it.
He's Brigadoon. You
Yeah.
can't pin him down.
If he focuses on anything else, even for a second, do you know how off his rhythm would be? He could die.
He could die. I can't.
I want that biopic where it's like, Joey, there's more to life than eating hot dogs, and he's like, there's literally not. Like, it's not for me.
I mean,
This
that
is my
said, he
calling.
has several, like I think like 50 other world records for eating foods. of
Yeah,
different
like eating,
speeds.
but eating as a genre.
That's
I can't imagine a worse food spokesperson than Joey Chestnut. I genuinely can't imagine one, because the things I know about him is that his favorite meal is 64 hot dogs. And if that's the case, I don't know that we're going to be compatible in a dining sense in any capacity. I don't want to follow his diet the same way I don't want to follow The Rock, his diet, which requires the consumption of 9 to 10 pounds of cod.
And he
every
had his
single
tongue surgically removed many years ago.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
it
Got in the
getting
way.
Yeah.
Now, let me pose you guys a philosophical question.
Okay.
If Joseph Chestnut remains out, right, now the odds are in favor of Jeffrey Esper, who came in second last year.
Man,
The financier?
I did think you were about to say Jeffrey Epstein.
No. Now, he was a strong favorite until events.
Yeah.
But Jeffrey ate 49 hot dogs last year.
An absolute pigeons.
Embarrassment.
So here's my question to you.
An aperitif.
If you're Jeffrey Esper
Yeah.
and you find out this news,
Really feels like you're going to say Epstein.
Every
I know.
time.
is it better if I say Jeff Esper?
Yeah,
Esper,
that's-
comma, Jeff.
Yeah.
If you're Esper in this scenario and you find out that Joey Chestnut is out of the competition, do you feel relief because you know you would never get to that? You would never get 65, right? You would never one up.
Yeah.
Or do you feel anger? Do you feel disappointment because you wanted to take a run at the king? You wanted to win the right way.
Yeah. Man.
You're asking me, Travis, right now to get into the mind of a person who eats 3 dozen plus hot dogs in
But
a
this
very
is the
short
thing.
span.
This is
4
the thing
dozen.
in-
Four,
I would
4
say it's
dozen
def-
plus 1. Yeah.
Mostly a thing in boxing, right? Where it's like if you didn't beat Tyson, if you didn't beat Lennox Lewis at different periods
Yeah.
of time,
Yeah.
like you're not the best. Like, yeah, you were good, but if you had been one-on-one with, whoever,
Ali.
that's the thing.
Right.
But like, I do think at this point, it is really hard to argue that if you don't beat Joey Chestnut, you're not the king.
Right.
You're not.
Yeah.
You
But
gotta.
when you lose to Joey Chestnut by 15, right? It wasn't like he lost by like 1 or 2.
right.
Right, where it's like this year, if everything breaks my way, I've got him beat. You lose by 15, you got to think
You're going
he's
to
like,
have to get a technicality.
Yeah,
You
like, I'm
you're
not
praying
gonna
for a
beat him
technicality.
outright.
Right. It's simply not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
Where's that Hoosiers? Where it's like we're simply not going to beat
Have
the
you
other
seen
team.
the other team? They're very good.
Their skill with, and one would hope they've worked very hard to get to this
They're
point.
they're the Joey Chestnut of basketball.
yeah, man.
That's like every time the Mighty Ducks beat the Russian kids. That's all I could think about is like, do you know what that's going to cost them? Do you know
this
what
was
they have gone
everything.
through? This is everything to them. This
they
is
didn't have
everything.
other things.
You have
They
a
wa-
loving dad in Emilio Estevez.
Some
This
of
is
you are
all they
ice
have.
skaters. Some of you play basketball. Some of you like came from different sports. You have like you can return to a life outside of this. They
Yeah.
probably were there training 12 hours a day.
Even in this scenario, you all are a family, the Mighty Ducks. They don't even have that. They're
I
a
also do need
machine
to-
made for goals.
It's Iceland, by the way. I just want to stress that so we don't get thousands and thousands of emails.
yeah, that's thank you so much,
Yeah,
Travis.
which is weird anyway because Iceland isn't even cold. Greenland is.
Yeah.
What if Joey Chestnut in his commercial for the Impossible hot dog just barreled the camera in a well-lit room? Is like, "Hi, I'm Joey Chestnut. My doctor told me that if I kept eating 64 hot dogs on an annual basis, the amount of meat leavings put inside my body would kill me to death."
Just meat
And
shrapnel.
he said, "Stop all the hot dogs, Joey." Well, joke's on you, motherfucker. I found hot dogs without meat in them.
Loophole.
These special hot dogs, 1, slip and slide down my gullet 8% more efficiently than a normal traditional meat-filled tube steak.
And yeah, my doctor said that what they're made out of isn't the problem, it's this number. And I
Yeah.
said, "Hey, doc, my money's on the line." What's that? I lost my contract with the Nathan's hot dog eating contest? Fuck.
Oh, no.
All right, I'm going to talk you guys through my Impossible Meets Joey Chestnut ad. Joey comes out. He's standing in a gray robe. He holds up an Impossible dog and he says, "Hey, you're not chewing them anyway. What's the difference?"
Yeah. It's not like the taste or consistency matters.
bear! You're not
Hey.
boo-boo bear!
Done. And then he just...
That's cool, yeah.
And the buns are made of styrofoam. Who get all fuck?
No pigs should die for this.
This isn't even providing sustenance at this point. I had a big dinner.
They come out of you so fast. What? When I throw it at the wall, it makes a whistling noise in the air. It just plows through
Here's
you.
what I want. Joey Chestnut's sitting at a table. There's a big pile of hot dogs in front of him. And then I need Henson's Creature Shop to come on out to make this pile of hot dogs eat.
Oh,
And
hell
he's
yeah.
like, "Hey, Joey, don't let us have died for this. You're not
Yeah.
even going to chew us." And he's like, "I can't do it anymore." "You're right, hot dogs. From now on, only vegan." And then, Impossible Meats.
Yeah.
Now
Cool.
in stores with Joey's picture.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I
his
think
voice, which could be British, it could be Yogi Bear. No one really knows.
Well, that time I made the hot dogs Yogi Bear, so I had to do a different voice for Joey
my
Chestnut.
here's my impression of Joey Chestnut.
Do you all think, one, do you think that this is a promotional scam for the hot dog eating contest? Two, will you be very excited if that is true? Because if we can add more layers of wrestling style kayfabe onto the hot dog eating world, so excited.
If he does a full-blown heel turn where he comes out and has like an impossible like flag spread out behind him, and he's got now some like aviators on, and and he comes out and he's eating impossible dogs against the guys eating Nathan's dogs. Do you know how jazzed I would be? Like full blown. Now he's like evil Hulk Hogan. I'm so Hollywood Hulk Hogan. I'm so into that.
What if their impossible comes to
Joey
like,
Cheat Nut.
Impossible comes to Joey.
Said anything.
What if Impossible comes to Joey and they're like, Joey, it's such a bummer you got kicked out, but we've got an idea. Let's do our own across the street, and you go up against other, like some vegetarians to see how many you can eat. And he's like, whoo, eating how many? Wow, 60 of these, huh? Huh? Wow, yeah, that's interesting. 60 of the Impossible Dogs. Wow. That's a lot of those to eat. What's in? I mean, it's so many, isn't it, guys? Do we all feel like it's a lot? It feels like a lot.
Maybe we just do it. It's more of like a promotional event where I eat like 10 of them, huh?
Or 5 is funny. Like, I feel like,
and then you just
I feel like
loop
the best
footage?
version of it is one slowly, and maybe I get like so satisfied. Maybe that's the gag. I'm so satisfied by half of one, and I'm Joey Chestnut, and it's like, what a value! But I only eat half, and we do one take.
And then I get to go over and eat the Nathan's dogs for money. What do you think?
Is that still okay?
Wouldn't that be a funny gag?
It'd be funny. Or if they had like leftovers after the contest was over and everybody left and I just went and ate
more
so
of
I
them?
could feel something? What do you think?
Would it be like funny or cute or cool if instead of ketchup or mustard, I put like 1 or 2 normal hot dogs on top of the Impossible Dog while I ate it? That's like
what if I ground them up
like
to
a
look
bun?
like slop?
like a slop.
What if we put 1 Impossible Dog and 63 regular dogs into a plate, and I eat all of them and see if I can tell the difference?
That's good.
What do you guys think?
Why don't you guys take this back to the lab and make it more appealing to me, Joey Chestnut? Can you make it stink like a hot dog stinks?
Could you make a hot dog that's 50% meat and 50% plant-based and make it like a meat light? Like, it's possible. Maybe call it a probable dog. And then I can eat it and still feel something.
I can't go cold turkey off dog.
What
Can
if
you make it
oh
out
my
of
gosh,
cold turkey?
Do you know how people eat the Impossible ones and they're like, oh my gosh, I was fooled. I thought it was meat. What if I eat a meat one and then I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm fooled. I thought it was Impossible. And that's the bit. But I eat real beef hot dogs.
But I eat a real one.
And I won't like
so good, I thought it was impossible.
I won't like it. I promise. I won't enjoy the 64 hot dogs I eat in record time.
Maybe I just eat 64 regular hot dogs and go, yuck, after each one.
Yeah,
Sort of unadvertising normal Nathan's hot dog.
I wish these were impossible.
Man, could we do a whole War with Grandpa style episode just about Joseph Gordon-Chestnut?
You could probably edit our prior, like there's probably a greatest hits or greatest dogs.
I don't know if we did a ton.
Well, we could do that with this for sure.
I don't know if we did a ton the year that he choked out that a hot dog protester on stage while gulping down.
But now he's doing Impossible Dog. What a turn.
That's a really good point, Trav.
Yeah.
In his defense, I don't know if he knew the person was protesting when they rushed the stage and Joseph Gordon-Chestnut choked him out. I think that when you are in the eating, at this point, if he was on, I just looked it up, hot dog number 18. When you're 18 dogs deep, any big moving object is a predator coming to get you in your moment of vulnerability.
I am now, combined with that knowledge and Justin's British accent that he put on for.
Yeah.
I'm imagining like a 45-minute long mini movie commercial for Impossible Dogs. That's like like a Christmas Carol kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where he chokes the person out, and then like he starts thinking about like what it really means and what it's all about, and ghosts of like different animals come to him.
Yeah.
And his ways are changed. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? He sees his son eating a bunch of hot dogs, and he's like, I wanted a better life for him.
Yes.
And he's like, no, he's inspired by you. He ate the last pig, Joey. Joey, your son ate the last pig.
There's no left.
I know it seems like Nathan's is being kind of reactionary about this, but I do have to say it's troubling when the person that has eaten the most of the thing is the canary in the coal mine.
Yeah.
If Joey Chestnut is so far out on the frontier, if he says back to me a regular hot dog, you're like, Justin, you got to trust me. You don't want to come out here. It's really bad out here.
Yeah.
Don't eat as many as I did. Trust me. You've got to switch now. In life, I consume. Look at all these floating hot dog chains that bind me. In life, I ate so many beefy boys.
I want to read a statement from Major League Eating.
Okay.
Major League Eating and Nathan's went to great lengths in recent months to accommodate Joey and his management team, agreeing to the appearance fee and allowing Joey to compete in a rival unbranded hot dog eating contest on Labor Day. For nearly 2 decades, we have worked under the same basic hot dog exclusivity provisions. However, it seems that Joey and his managers have prioritized a new partnership with a different band over our long-term relationship. And this is still from them. Quote, Joey Chestnut is an American hero. We would love nothing more than to have him at the Nathan's famous International Hot Dog Eating Contest. We hope he returns when he is not representing a rival brand. I don't think the bad blood is on the Major League Eating or Nathan's side. He's an American hero, according to them.
They know what this is costing the sport.
Oh, God.
They know what they're getting. You got to give credit to Nathan's for trying to hang on to this, but I think at this point they're going to have to accept that this is now an American institution.
Yeah.
It's ours as a people. They
true.
can't. I'm sorry, guy. It's everybody. You got to open up the floodgates. You got to let them all in.
Here's what needs to happen. Let me plot this out. Joey steps away. He's gotten too big for this, right? He's taking a bigger brand deal with Impossible Dogs. Time for a young, hungry, literally and figuratively, challenger to step up. 18-year-old comes in, slams 66 hot dogs.
Yeah.
In the time. 2025, everybody's like, he's the new king of the Nathan's Famous. He's the new hot dog king.
It's Jackie Acorn.
Yeah,
Here
Jackie Acorn's out here. He beat it. And he stopped. He hit 65 and just stopped.
Yeah.
And was like, I could do more. And he's real braggadocious about it, right? He's going on tour and he's more like Chestnut. Right?
What
And
is
he's
that?
saying that Chestnut. Excuse me. More like Chestnut. Right? Because he's not the greatest anymore. And he's out here running his mouth a lot.
God, Jackie Acorn's got fucking bars, man. That was so sick. When
And
he
now
slammed Joey like that.
Joey has to come back out, but he's out of the game. He's developed an allergy now from going 1 year without eating the hot dogs.
all it
His body's
takes.
rejecting it.
Can I push back against one part of that statement, which is where they referred to Nathan? It seems like the Nathan's people were trying to position Nathan's hot dogs and Impossible brand hot dogs as competitors.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone in the history of time has ever gone to the store and seen hot dogs and non-meat based hot dogs and been like, which one? It's either you do hot dogs or you've always wanted to do hot dogs, but your lifestyle choice has prevented you from accessing that wonderful world.
I've
now
been won
you are
over
able to get
sometimes.
that thing.
There have been times where merely the word impossible is enough to spark my wonderful, magical Mr.
sure.
McElroy's Wonder Emporium level of excitement.
Right.
And I'm like, what magic is this in this impossible dog? And I've done that before. And I think, if memory serves, it's better for the environment. I'm not.
No. You are
don't take that from me.
misunderstanding and mischaracterizing my point. This is not an anti-vegan food rant. I've eaten myself many an Impossible Burger, and they are good. They are a fine alternative. This is hot dogs.
Yeah. You don't.
This is
This is a nicotine patch of food, okay?
Yes.
You aren't craving it. You aren't like, I need vegan dogs. Like, you don't want that. You don't. You want a hot dog. You're not eating hot dogs. Bully for you, but you're not waffling. That's what Griffin is saying.
Well, no, I'm not even saying that. I'm saying that there is a person for whom they do crave hot dogs, but they just can't because it would make them sick or so sad or so guilty. Now they have this option. But there's no overlap in that Venn diagram because it's hot
apples
dogs.
and oranges.
Yeah.
Yes.
I see. I get you.
It's not a MasterCard. It's Kermitized. They're way out here.
They're
way
way out.
Way out. So listen, this is an advice show. And on this show, we offer advice and give them alchemy like to you into wisdom. And my email got signed out. So
Hey,
I'm
brothers.
stalling. Thank you.
You want me to rip it?
No, I got it. Hey, brothers, newborn babies are adorable. And whenever I pass by someone with one, I give them an aw, but never say anything to the parents. Congratulations seems a little weird to me, but I'm not sure what else would be appropriate. As parents yourselves, how do I congratulate them in a cool or appropriate way? That's from Baby Courtesy in BC. Good question. I don't think we've talked about this.
No, this is a type of thing that I feel like being a parent has kind of completely flipped my whole world on, because my MO, I think, before having a kid was if a child, like a little baby, makes a face at me, I am absolutely standing perfectly still and not responding to that energy at all, because I don't want to. I thought maybe then you look at the baby and you're like, hi. And then the parent is like, why the fuck are you looking at and making faces? But now I know, like, 99% of the time, the parent wants you to be like, that's cute. That's
because you're giving someone else is looking at the baby.
Correct.
Yeah.
For just a second, it's nice.
It is.
For just a
that part is
second,
also sad.
that person is now responsible for entertaining a baby. Though I will say, the catch-22 of this is knowing...
Wait. Before you go forward, Travis, are you saying that if someone compliments your baby, it becomes their responsibility?
No, just like they're in it to occupy it for a second.
Okay,
just for a moment, they are being occupied by somebody else. But I also know that soon that time will be done. This person is merely a dilettante dancing in the space of entertaining my baby for a moment, and then they'll be gone. And you know who won't be happy that they're gone?
The baby.
My baby.
Right.
Or this person will engage in some kind of across a plane aisle. Oh, we're making silly faces at each other. And then they stop making silly faces. But you know who's not done making silly faces? My 2-year-old, who gets progressively more upset that their silly faces are not being reciprocated. It's a double-edged sword.
Literally. All anyone is looking for is just it can be just not it could be a silent sort of just mouth, so cute.
Yep.
Just a little that's all it needs. So cute. 2 words.
Every
cute.
parent thinks their baby is cute, and some outside confirmation will do. Or you're doing a great job. I don't know. That might be patronizing.
That's extremely patronizing.
That's very patronizing, and they may not be.
Oh, that's fair.
That's, you don't want to lie to somebody.
Maybe try some eyeliner next time.
Oh, you know
Your
what else
baby,
is cool?
Their brows are off, right? Maybe give them constructive feedback. You know what I mean? Have you thought about fillers?
What also goes down smooth? How old? If you're there, if you're going to be there for if you're in line at a grocery store, how old? I know one that old. I know one that old is all you also have to say at the end of that.
If you're going to get them on the show circuit, consider a flipper. Something like that, just to help them out.
While we're on the point, and this is a request for a lot of these sort of holidays get piled up around like May, June. There's a lot of like coming of age, transitional, whatever. If you are talking to a new parent or current parent or any parent, can we all drop the enjoy these days? They go by so fast.
Oh my God, thank you.
As though maximizing quality time with my children before they grow up is not like literally in my mind all of the time, like as though that is not something like that has escaped my notice, is that time is fleeting and I should enjoy every second of it. Like, yeah, I know. Yeah. Thank you for that. Like,
not
thanks
only
for that.
The implication is it's just going to get worse.
I know.
Yeah.
Right? Where
I miss these days. Fuck off.
Yeah, I enjoy, as my children get older, we get to have new and fun experiences. They become full people that I have conversations with, and I enjoy them. I liked them when they were kids, too, because they're my
It's just that
children.
era of like, it's that thing of like, hold on for this, because this part's like, oh, these are the best days. It's all down. Really? How late did you sleep in this morning?
That's the
really?
peak.
Like how much vomit did you clean up this week? Me? 3.
Yeah.
3 whole ones.
One
and that was
on
a
my
light week.
One was on my garage stairs. Fuck off.
I got that once from Rachel and I for our 10th anniversary. We're at this like beach resort, and there was at one point I was talking to this older couple at the bar there, and they were like, "Oh, how you have kids? How old?" And I was like, "Oh, we have a 3-year-old and a 7-year-old." And they're like, "Oh, so fun! You got to treasure those days. Those days are so special." And I wanted to be like, "You are at a beach resort right now, where you have probably been for a while now. So that's awfully sweet coming from you, living the life, the sweet. You gotta love those days. Anyway, time to go party for the 90th day straight. Woo!
Yeah, that's when people are like, just wait till they're teenagers. And I'm like, do you mean when they're able to full-blown entertain themselves and we can, like, talk through issues and, like...
It'll be so shitty. Trav, don't get me wrong. It'll be so shitty.
Oh, no.
But shitty in a different way.
Shitty in a less physically exhausting way, maybe. But also, that's not helpful when you're like, oh, man, you think it sucks shit. It's either you're going to miss these beautiful days or you think it sucks now. Wait until they start to dislike you actively.
Yeah.
It's like, thanks for both of those things, actually.
Thanks for implying that I don't love my kids enough now and that I won't love them later. But yeah, just say so cute.
So cute. How old?
So cute's I have this cliche a little
Top-notch
bit, though.
baby.
We can come up with something.
I'm not looking for you to reinvent the fucking wheel. I don't want a big interaction. So cute is like polite in a way that I appreciate.
Don't ever do anything that's like they're gonna be a heartbreaker or you're gonna be chasing boys away. That's gross. Don't do that.
That's the grossest amount. Travis, I love you. We did not need to tell that to our audience.
I hope
There's
so.
no way that any of that type of person is
the thing that I feel like a lot of people who aren't experiencing kids all the time forget, and I think it's not as hard as people make it out to be. You just have to remember that it is a small human being. And if you can keep that in your head, that you just treat them like, with the dignity and respect, like as though it's a human being and not an accessory or a job or a workload or whatever. It's like a person. So you're meeting a little person. Hey, what's your name? What's this person's name? Hi. It's like, there was a baby that popped up at Willy Wonka rehearsal this week. So excited. Cutest little redhead baby. Her name's Pin. How cute is that? She's just in a playpen that appeared in the shell all of a sudden. I was so excited. I tried to take it, but they said I got to do a bunch of other stuff.
That's gross.
Man, it's killer when a baby appears out of nowhere.
What you could do, and this is just, if you're looking for a fun option, you could say, oh, there, it looks like you got a future. Then fill in a job that has nothing to do with physical appearance or anything. Like, looks like a future fashion designer. And
got a future electrician on your hands.
Yeah, let them try to process how you gathered that information.
I'm a purveyor of the mystical arts.
Oh, they're going to be a great sous chef someday.
Absolutely.
What? Why? How did you know? Right? It's amazing.
Ask the baby if you can hit its vape. That's
fucking
like funny. If anyone ever did that, if I was playing with my 3-year-old outside and someone was like, oh, what's his name? And I wouldn't tell them because this is 2024. Yeah. And then they were like, can I hit your vape, little guy? I would bust up. And that would be a nice moment of levity for me as a parent. I would be like, that was a good one, man. Yeah. I mean, get out of here, but that was a good one.
Don't offer the baby your vape. It's not funny in reverse.
It is still kind of funny. It is still kind of funny a little bit.
It's a little funny.
Don't do it.
I'll turn the ohms way down. Don't worry. Yeah. It's fine. You can say, hey, skibbity baby you got there. I don't know what it means, but I think they'll do.
You shouldn't probably say
an Ohio baby.
That's an Ohio baby with lots of Riz. Riz for days. That baby's a real Riz.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
Yesterday in the dressing room, I heard my dad said, Hey, Charlie, you know about internet stuff. What is Riz?
Uh-oh.
And I got to hear, actually, no, it was Cooper explain to Dad what Riz meant. So that was a real passage.
So we can look forward to him saying Riz casually on
Yeah, so
everything.
this is foreshadowing for future Taz episodes, everybody. Enjoy.
He actually said, what does it mean if a slime is Rizzy?
Wait, what does that mean? I know what all of those words mean, and I wouldn't know what that implies.
Altogether, I don't know.
I'm charmed by that slime?
Hey, let's take a quick break. Go to the money zone. Do that, and then do more of this.
Cool.
Just a thought.
It's better with you.
This past week, I got on Rocket Money and realized that I was still subscribed to 2 whole MMORPGs that I do not play anymore.
Whoa.
And so moving forward, officially, just from that, Rocket Money has saved me like $30 a month. So thank you so much, Rocket Money, for personally helping me out. If you, like me, subscribe to a bunch of shit and then forget about it, then Rocket Money can help you out with that. Over 74% of people have subscriptions they have forgotten about. It says insert personal experience about forgotten subscription here. Already did that, so I'm fucking crushing this advertisement. Rocket Money's a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, helps you lower your bills so you can grow your savings. They can help you cancel the subscriptions for you. They can help you get better rates on some of the stuff you subscribe to. They can help you keep a budget going. It's really amazing. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all the app's features. So stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/mybrother. That's rocketmoney.com/mybrother. One last time, rocketmoney.com/mybrother. Straight over the plate.
Yeah, that was nice.
Sometimes it doesn't have to be we make up a whole fucking universe.
And I just got out of the way. Can I say? I saw your momentum going, and I was like,
Yeah.
wow, it's like a no-hitter kind of deal. This is a perfect game. And I just got out of the way, and I let you.
Anything. It was very weird. I kept looking for a moment to jump in, but there was like, Griffin, it was so fucking clean, man. There was no daylight.
It was like
You were
no
so
daylight.
in the zone and everything. Like, I don't think I could have interrupted you if I tried.
It's like I fell into a river, and it carried me through to the other side.
Yeah.
I guess I died.
Oh,
Yeah.
So this is like the river Styx kind of deal.
Yeah. I guess
Travis
so.
and I are currently, you can't
It's a test
tell,
of wills.
listener. Yeah,
Yeah.
listener, it's a test of wills right now. The closest we get to working in a given week is when we do the ads. So we're always kind of squaring off secretly to see who's going to do the one little bit of work that we do that week.
I just feel like I've done a lot of them recently, and so I just thought you would do it.
Hey, listen.
I'm hot right now. Let me at it. Here we go.
Here we go.
Hey, do you need to
got
get
a hot
yourself
hand.
a doc? Hey, do you need to get yourself a Dopter? Ah, fuck! I said Dopter.
He said, "Don't."
I blew my perfect
Oh, the catcher's
leg.
coming out. The catcher's coming out to talk to Griffin.
He's icing his shoulder.
Oh, I don't think he's coming back from this one, folks.
Hey guys, if you thought I was actually going to do 2 advertisements in one episode, you are out of your fucking gourd.
Hey, listen. If you want to find a doctor in your area, I got a problem right here. My hands, my beautiful hands, the carpal tunnel's claiming them, and I gotta find a doctor to fix these beautiful babies. These are my money makers right here. My hands. And so I gotta find a doctor to do that. How do I start? Well, I'll tell you what I do. I go to ZocDoc and I say, hey, I'm looking for a doctor. Y'all gotta help me out. And they're gonna help you make it easy to find the perfect physician for you. You can't compromise on this. Check out ZocDoc, where you can find and book doctors who are gonna make you feel comfortable. They're gonna listen to you and they're gonna prioritize your health. ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare highly rated in-network doctors near you and instantly book appointments with them online. So you should try ZocDoc. I used ZocDoc to find a dentist, actually, because my last dentist retired, so I had to look for ZocDoc to find a new one, and it was so easy. and save me a ton of time. So go to ZocDoc.com/mybrother and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDocDotcom/mybrother. ZocDoc.com/mybrother.
I don't actually think they want you to type out DOT. I think they'd probably actually prefer that you use the dot.
Oh, that's
Yeah, that would probably be a
Can I
little
tell
bit
you guys what's
easier.
happening? My camera keeps freezing up a little bit, so I'm trying not to say anything funny so
Yeah.
that if we
'cause
want to
we'll miss
make
it.
a video clip of this, I'm not ruining it.
Yeah. No,
Maybe
I
I'll
think
just stay
that-
really still, and then you
Yeah,
won't be able to
and
tell
that's-
if I put my mouth
so-
right here.
Sometimes
Don't
that's
ruin
what the
anything.
situation calls for.
Hello, sleepyheads. Sleeping with Celebrities is your podcast pillow pal. We talk to remarkable people about unremarkable topics, all to help you slow down your brain and drift off to sleep. For instance, we have the remarkable Neil Gaiman.
I'd always had a vague interest in live culture, food preparation.
Sleeping with Celebrities, hosted by me, John Moe, on MaximumFun.org or wherever you get your podcasts. Night-night.
You can't really know if your own show is any good.
So I asked my kids about ours. Is Jordan Jesse Go a good show?
No, definitely not. It's really bad.
I would say out of 10, maybe like a 4 out of 10.
It's just really boring.
Yeah, 0.
Subscribe to Jordan Jesse Go, a comedy show for grown-ups.
Is there a funny food thing that happened?
We've already
After you
talked
made
for
me read
so
an ad,
long.
there's not. I might have been gearing up for one, but now that I had to do all that work, I'm not going to put you all on my shoulder and carry you, you know? Sorry, guys. You're on your own. Let's
Okay.
actually do another question. We haven't done, like, any questions this week.
We did one. Yeah.
I know, but I mean, like, I'm speaking figuratively, obviously.
Yeah, go for it.
I was recently cat sitting for a friend, and I couldn't help but notice an unfinished puzzle on her dining room table. This was a 1,000-piecer.
Ooh.
One of those guys that takes up a whole table.
Oh, yeah.
It was clear the whole family had been working on it. I really, really wanted to help do that puzzle. Problem was, the puzzle was a lot of trees and sky. There's one easy segment to fill in, a dragon. I felt bad about
Kick-ass
filling-
puzzle, man.
Yeah, it sounds cool, man. I wish there had been a picture of the puzzle included.
How much tree and sky, though? Because one dragon way in the background isn't going to make up for all those
bullshit.
trees.
Well, let's
Yeah.
let's finish the question,
Okay.
and then we'll see if that context is there. I felt a bit bad about filling it in, though, since the dragon was the coolest part. This puzzle was clearly a big effort. I settled for filling in most of the dragon, but leaving out the last piece.
Cool. And you ate that last piece so that it'll never be complete.
Y'all, everybody, you gotta stop hesitating. You gotta start just doing things because
That's
you've done the
weirder.
weirdest possible version.
Yeah.
What? They're gonna come upon this kick-ass dragon, and you had tons of dragon fun, and
Yeah.
then they're gonna get the last piece of the dragon,
As if to
and
say-
neither of you will fulfill.
Now you slay
anything.
it. Now you slay it. It
Yeah.
doesn't work like that. It's not the
It
killing
doesn't work
blow.
like that. You're like the king's knights, and you've come and beat the dragon basically to death, and then you're like carrying the prince on your shoulders, like, go ahead, my liege.
And
Go
he
ahead,
pokes
hit
it
that.
once.
Pierce his eyeball,
you
my
got
liege. They're ripping the scales off right here, my liege. Bear the dagger.
Make sure you're there when they put that last piece in so you can be like, oh, I bet that feels good, huh? Finishing the whole dragon
You
like
can
a
do
big
it.
boy.
Go ahead. Yay!
Yay.
We
Now-
didn't finish the question.
God, you're demanding lately.
Okay.
Woof.
Stuff.
Should I have not put pieces down or just completed the dragon? How could I have puzzled in the least impolite way? That's from Puzzled About Etiquette.
Now, here's what I'll say that is tricky about this. Is that when you're putting together a puzzle, at least for me, when I put together a puzzle, I'm not putting it together like a laser printer line by line moving up, right? Or side to side. You do the outside pieces, and then you start looking for ones that like jump out at you, and then you fixate on that, like, okay, here's,
Right.
the barn, I'm going to get all the barn pieces.
Yeah.
Right? So if you start with the dragon, you can't do some of the dragon
Yeah.
And then start on another part.
For a 1,000 piecer.
Yeah.
I will say after piece 50 or 60, you are now succumbing to the sunk cost fallacy, where you no longer want to do this puzzle. It's so many pieces, and it's so big, we can't use our dining room table till we complete this thing, but it would be wild for us to throw away all the progress that we've done right now. Scrap the thing in the box. I think if I came home from a vacation and someone had done quite a bit of the puzzle, I would be stoked. What I would be pissed about is that you have left me with the fucking snickle fritz of puzzle pieces with just regular old sky and tree pieces.
Yeah.
I need the dragon not only because it is going to look cool and make me feel good for doing it, but to break up the monotony of piecing
Of sky
together
and
the
tree.
sky.
They may have been parsing it out. Maybe they were just like allowing themselves the tail one day.
I will also infer, because you say the whole family had been working on it, that there is a child at least, or multiple children, and you know that child wanted to work on dragon.
Yeah.
How are you going to get that kid excited? Like, oh, let's put the tree pieces together.
I am
kid's not working on
struggling
that.
with this a little bit because there's no judgment, but I do not understand the jigsaw puzzle thing. I don't.
Really?
It doesn't bring me joy or pleasure. So I will equate it to the best equation I have is like woodworking, right? Same idea. It's just a pleasant way to pass the time. I enjoy the activity. If you had come to me and be like, Justin, there was a couple places I thought screws should be, so I just dropped a few in there for you, I would beat you to death. So I don't know how, but I don't understand.
Hold on, wait.
I can't get in the mind of jigsaw people. I don't get it. Except for Jigsaw, and I never want to get into his mind.
No, it's
fucking
scary.
so
Yeah,
fucked
it's
up
so
in there.
weird
I
and
will
it's
say,
twisted.
Juice, the example you've given is not great in that when someone puts together a jigsaw puzzle, they can't just kind of jazz it in the way that woodworking is like jazz.
There's a right and a wrong way pretty...
Well, you could
Pretty
mush it together
explicitly.
real weird.
Yeah.
Wait, hey, question asker, put together the dragon, enjoy, take it back apart.
That's so good,
The
Trav.
perfect crime.
Oh, that's good. That's so much better than leaving a piece because the piece acknowledges that it was very fun to do.
Yeah, and
but
that
you
you
didn't
knew.
want to eat all. You fucking Goldilocks. You've left a little bit of porridge in the bottom of the bowl, and it's like So you knew how twisted it was that you were doing the dragon.
But here's, okay, put together the dragon, then take a picture of it, take it back apart, wait till they finish the puzzle, then send them the picture. And be like, aha! But I did it first.
What was your time to dragon?
No, yeah.
Mine was
Yeah, I
14
ignored
minutes.
the tree. That's how I did a dragon percent run. Just completed the dragon first. Didn't
Were you
worry about the
paid to
trees.
cat sit? Because if not, just solve the
fine.
whole fucking puzzle.
Just solve the whole puzzle. They owe you everything.
I think that's also it. If I came back and you had finished the whole puzzle, then I'm like, oh, we can start over.
Right.
But if I come in and you finished the middle 40% and left all of the outside, then I'm like, well, either
I
we
wish
need
I knew
to
how big
finish
the dragon
this.
was, right? Like how much of it is dragon, yeah.
I want to imagine it's a really irregularly shaped dragon. It's not just a dragon sleeping in like a big pile. It's like you did this like weird, like it's all jaggedy, and you've clearly left out any tree piece you could to not include that. That's what I'd like to imagine.
Can we do the next question? Because I think it's a good one.
I'd love to, Griffin. My place of employment decided it'd be a good idea to have an in-house talent show. I want to enter, but only know very basic card tricks. What talents do you think can be taught fast and be good at to get to second place? I don't want to win because I don't want that much attention, but enough to be recognized as a close runner-up.
So good.
That's so good.
I watched a YouTube once
That's from Talentless in New York.
of a man who went from not knowing how to do a backflip to doing a backflip.
Was it
after
Demi?
What's that?
Was it Demi? Demi Dijuibe has been doing a Demi will do a backflip show. Is that who you watched?
No. This was like a guy who just wanted to learn how to do a backflip. And so it was about his like 18-hour journey of doing nothing but failed backflips for a whole day in a row until he could do a backflip. So I think that there's something there. Maybe if you don't even learn to do the backflip right and you get up on stage, you're like, what's up, everybody? My name is Billy from accounting, and I do backflips. And then you try to do one, and
Or
you
die
almost
trying.
get it, but don't quite. that's a second place effort.
What's up,
in my
everybody? I do something the whole family can
enjoy. Some backflips.
Some backflips. Hey,
I would push back a little bit, a question asker, and say you want to get third. Because I think second place, one, if you're a close runner-up, there's a chance you get first, right? You don't want it to be a coin toss based on the judges or whatever. You want and you also don't want it to be like a rivalry. Oh, next year.
Exactly.
You want a nice, comfortable third. You're on the podium, right? But nobody, next year, if this happens again, no one's going to be upset if you don't sign up again.
Yeah.
Comfortable third.
I have the only talent. Here's the things that I've done in talent shows. And the only talent shows we had at my school, Miller Elementary, were lip syncs.
Yes.
So I did 2 different lip sync songs in 2 different years. One was with Travis, one was with my friend Jay Neal. Jay Neal and I lip sync to a novelty record my dad had played on the radio called Haul Your Hiney Out of Bed because he did the morning show. That was a huge hit. And then we lip synced Big LL Cool J's version of Big Bad Wolf.
Yeah.
For the talent show too. Which if you've never heard that on Spotify, you're fine.
You don't need to.
So is there actionable advice?
Yes, the actual thing is I did not win with either of these.
Okay.
So do either of those, and I can pretty much guarantee interesting, memorable, but probably not a winner.
In the Miller Elementary lip sync contest, Travis and I actually placed second with a performance of Walk the Dinosaur. So that
was one of their big hits.
One of. Now,
wasn't.
Here's the beautiful thing about lip syncing, question asker. Commitment.
It's so weird. It's such a weird fucking vibe to do in front of a bunch of grown-ups.
But commitment is going to do you way better than talent, right? If you're selling it, right? No one cares how good you're lip syncing. It's that you are willing to look silly. Now, this isn't true with like juggling, right? Being bad at juggling but giving it your all isn't going to get you third.
Trev, I need you to stop and think about this because I think the point you're making is true, but it can also apply to any action a human being can do to a certain extent. Because if you got up there and you're like, "What's up, everybody? I'm Billy from accounting. Now watch me juggle. Flip, flip," and you drop the third ball. Like, oh, fuck, hold on. Flip, flip, flip. Fuck, hold on. Flip, flip, flip. Ah, god damn it. I really can't do it.
I really can't do it.
No, that starts to get sad. But if you can play that
sad
off.
Gets you third.
Sad gets you third place, Trav.
Yeah, but
sad gets you third.
But literally, the question says, okay, wait, hold on. They want the attention. Okay, wait, hold on. Be good enough as recognized. You don't want a pity third. You want a comfortable third.
No, but afterwards you can be like, "You like that shit? That was a bit. That's right. I'm funny too. Like, I can actually juggle.
If you preface it with, I have been learning to juggle my entire life. When I was 3 years old, my grandfather, who was one of the Ringling Brothers, sat me down and we began lessons. For 6 hours a day, every day, I practiced juggling in front of my grandfather. And I've been doing it for 20 years. And I'd like to share it with you now.
I'd like to
and
share
then you're
with you.
really bad at it. And then you say, my grandfather was a lion tamer, so I don't know why he tried to teach me juggling.
Did not know how.
Shitty.
That's going to be the punchline that's going to get you third, my friend.
I want to be honest with you guys about something because I almost said it out loud, and then I sat on it for a little bit, and I realized that when you were talking about the person that learned how to backflip in 18 hours, I had this moment where I was like, well, shit, man. I got 18 hours. That's all it takes to learn to backflip. And then I realized that he didn't learn to backflip in 18 hours. He learned to backflip in the 18 years before that, and then the 18. You know what I mean? There's a whole lifestyle.
He did a lot of things
shift.
to make himself
the hot dogs
conducive
before
for
the hot
learning to
dogs.
backflip in 18
He
hours.
was poised for success.
Yeah. Also,
that is what I think I am maybe lacking.
If you can find this video, it looks like the worst day a human being can have. Because he really does try to backflip and then fall down like a million times. And by the time it's noon, he's like, this fucking sucks. But then by like 9 p.m. and he's doing backflips, it's like, I guess it was worth it. But you just had a whole day of terrible spills.
Is there an endurance option where it's not skill-based, but it's just like, how willing are you to accept like holding up big buckets full of water for a really long time?
Cool.
Right? Of like, now you're committed. People will be impressed by your commitment and your endurance. But it doesn't take a lot of skill to do. You know what I mean? Like, you could do it as long as you're willing to. Now, you know what? I'm looking at the question again. You can do card tricks. I'm confused. Now I'm confused. Do you not? You can do card tricks.
You will not podium with card tricks unless you are pretty good at them. We've all seen a lot of pretty good card tricks.
You get the patter going. No matter how basic the card trick is, if the patter is on point.
If you're doing juggling and the patter is on point, like, what's up, everybody? I mix juggling and comedy and
but they can't already juggle. Yeah. They can already do card tricks, Griffin.
Yeah, no one gives a shit, man. Everyone's seen so many card tricks.
Do you work at Bicycle Card Company? Because then it's not impressive.
No, that's a good point.
Everybody can do that. Can you fling a card into a watermelon from a distance?
Another thing that if you try to do it 100 times in front of all of your adult coworkers and fail is really fucking funny.
That is really
good and funny.
Especially once you have to open the second pack of cards.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, you know what? I'm not giving up. Does anyone have a pack of cards? Can I borrow? I don't want to go get them. Anybody? Ugh. And then you start picking the cards up one by one. Don't let anyone go until you're done.
I think that's the number one thing is don't give up. Because a lot of people are, if you do bad enough, a lot of people are going to be like, give up, quit.
Yeah.
And you can't.
You're fired.
That's not going to get you onto the podium for sure.
It'd be kick-ass if you were like, what's up? Here's a watermelon. I'm going to throw these playing cards into the watermelon with sharp speed. But then you do it 52 times and fail. And you're like, actually, I'm going to eat this whole watermelon.
Yeah.
I changed my talent. I changed my talent. I'm going to eat the whole watermelon now. It's going to take
15 minutes later, you're like, I want to open this watermelon with my bare hands. Yeah. Just give me like a little bit more time.
Does anyone have a pocket knife or anything?
Okay, now I'm going to repair a fractured index finger right now on my own.
I'm going to show you how to spackle a watermelon-sized hole in a wall. And who built this place? Am I right, guys? Huh?
I'm going to call an ambulance completely independently of any assistance. Actually, if someone would call, I've hurt my finger quite badly on the melon. Hey, thank you so much for listening to our podcast. We hope you've enjoyed yourself a whole bunch. Well, I know I have. If you don't got anything to do this week, maybe come see us do a little show.
Yeah?
Let me do a skit for you. What do you think about that?
Yeah, dude. It's going to be fun, and you'll like it. And on the 21st, we're going to be doing Kansas City, Missouri. On the 22nd, we'll be in St. Louis, Missouri. And on June 23rd, we'll be in Tysons, Virginia, doing My Brother, and Me at all three of those. So come out and see us.
Opening St. Louis with Wonderful.
Oh, there you go. If you're going to be at these shows and you want to have your question answered or a wish to fun galore read aloud, you can email it to MBMBaM@MaximumFun.org and put your city in the subject line. Please do this because we have 3 My Brother, and Me to do in a row. So we need your questions.
We need questions.
I cannot believe we're doing 3 different cities on 3 different nights. That is so
setting.
Rolling Stones.
Just like Taylor Swift.
Speaking of Rolling Stones, that's going to be us tumbling down through beautiful cities in this country of ours called America. In July, we're coming to Detroit and Cleveland. August, we're going to be doing stuff at Gen Con. September, we're going to be in Orlando and Atlanta. October, we're going to be in Denver and Phoenix. November, we're coming to Indianapolis and Milwaukee, doing a mix of MBMBaM and Taz at most of those. Go to bit.ly/McElroy Tours. You can get tickets and learn more information and stuff.
We have new tour dates, September 6th and 7th. Portland, Oregon, we're doing My Brother, and Me and Adventure Zone as part of Rose City Comic Con. Tickets go on sale this Thursday at 10 a.m. local time. Seating is general admission. ADA seating will be available. You do not need a convention badge to attend the show. And don't forget to check out all the stuff we have over at McElroymerch.com. Fun Galore poster by Willow Quillen. A bunch of other stuff. And 10% of all proceeds this month will go to Equality Florida. So go check that out.
Thanks to Montaigne also for the use of our theme song, My Life is Better With You.
If you're in the Huntington area this weekend, you can catch the second weekend of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory that Sydney and I directed. It's a lot of fun. It's very good. It shows at 8:30. There's a great pre-show before it. And you can go to ghprd.org to find out all about it.
Justin, will you do this wish for Fun Galore, please?
Happily.
Okay.
I wish blood pressure machines had a more satisfying ending. My name is Justin McElroy.
I'm Travis McElroy.
I'm Griffin McElroy.
It's been My Brother, and Me. Kiss your dad square on the lips.
Maximum Fun,
a worker-owned network
of artist-owned shows.
Supported directly by you.